Page 178. The 10 Recommendations. Additional behavior in connection with the 3 golden rules. Number 1. It must be absolutely avoided to spend more time than necessary behind, quote, 4 walls. This means that as much as possible, one must breathe fresh air and spend a lot of time outdoors. Long walks in the forest and fields are required and indispensable. Number 2. During the walks, one should often shout out loud. A name is best suited for this, which is shouted out with all the power of one's voice, as if searching for someone in the vicinity. Many human beings use a name which has a special significance for them, with good success. This shouting out tremendously loosens the suppressed feelings and trepidations in the inner nature, through which one begins to feel freer and more joyful. Number 3. While taking a stroll, one should sing as loudly as possible, in which case happy and humorous songs are very valuable. So, for example, Where Mountains Rise, Wandering is the Miller's Joy, Cheerful is the Gypsy's Life, Anne-Marie, Durst Oberland Uf, and so on and so forth. This singing likewise loosens the suppressed feelings and the trepidations in the inner nature. However, one should pay attention that they are sung with a really loud, strong voice, because only in this way is it rightly effective. Whether the human being is musical or not, in no wise plays any role. The main thing is that they are sung as loudly as possible. Number 4. During the walk, it is advisable that the long stretches often be walked barefoot, with alternating gaits. Thus, it is recommended to go one time at a normal pace, in order then to run quickly or to employ a sprint for a short stretch. Number 5. From time to time, one should allow oneself a short rest and to sit down somewhere if possible, in which case one should also indulge oneself fancifully in a wishful dream, or in beautiful and pleasant memories, which even during the walks should generally not be set aside from one's attention. Number 6. During the walks and rests, it is of importance that everything is accurately heard, observed, and considered. Flowers, animals, trees, birds, and everything that the ears hear and the eyes see are of absolute importance. That it should be accurately heard, observed, looked at, and considered means that it must be realized. Therefore, really quite accurately heard and looked at and considered, not just superficially. Every detail should be accurately heard, observed, and looked at and considered. Accurate hearing and accurate consideration and observation trigger neutral and positive thoughts, which, on the other hand, fasten themselves firmly in the memory as ineradicable recollections, through which remembering and the concentration power are regained or strengthened. Number 7. One reflects over one's deeds and speech and one's own thoughts, and reproaches oneself in all honesty and criticism for committed errors. Number 8. Secrets entrusted in confidence or other knowledge about other human beings should be kept to oneself under all circumstances, and spoken of only if the person in question wishes it so, or it is necessitated through certain compelling circumstances. Number 9. One always speaks slowly and deliberately, but also with control and friendliness, if the circumstances do not require otherwise. Number 10. Absolute honesty and correctness towards oneself and towards the fellow human beings are also of utmost importance, as well as to always represent one's freedom of opinion in all situations. These not only further self-confidence and a correct mode of life, but also the intellect, the rationality, and the trust, and the esteem for other human beings. Quote, The human being must experience hell in order to be able to understand heaven. That's by Billy in Marauli, India, June 1964.